Stars. Y'all heard about Nick Cannon being fired? How you fire this man from his show? We gotta cancel the whole show. Let's hear it. He's so nosy. But I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised that they did what they did to Nick. That doesn't surprise me. Organizations like that have a history of flexing their weight. You know what annoys me? As soon as I start talking, here come baby girl. But you know what annoys me? How people hold conversation about it. This has been one of my gripes and my complaints for a long time now. I'm really annoyed at black media. I mean, I am. I'm really annoyed because I feel like we fail the people that we supposed to serve in black media. Particularly in my hometown area in Chicago. Like, I feel like Chicago's history in news and in storytelling and publishing is huge. Huge. Huge, huge, huge. This one is full of eggs. And first of all, the market isn't that great to begin with. A lot of our media is just dying. And they say because of ads, but I don't know. It's funny how social media, yet people that's not part of these big companies can find ways to be creative, but you know, that's a whole other conversation. But when I hear people holding dialogue, like back in the day when it came to like news for the black community, especially here in Chicago, you had intelligent people who knew how to, and this is for lack of a better term, or because I spent some time in the church, but you had people who was able to rightfully divide the truth. And what I mean by that is that they were able to articulate and talk about various perspectives and actually hold dialogue about various perspectives. They did research, they were well read, and they were able to bring facts to the public so that the public can make, you know, decisions. I feel like that's what the news does. It brings you factual information, and at some point the facts reveals the truth. At some point, you know, I am one of those to believe that facts change. They do. The truth never changes. So I don't know. However you decide to put that together, go ahead and dissect it however you may. But I just feel like we don't get that anymore. People, I feel like if you're going to be on a platform or if you're going to be on a radio show or doing talk radio, not even talk radio, if you're just going to be doing radio or even podcast, I guess, I don't know. Like, you should find your lane and stay there. Or you should straight up read the news and save the commentary. Because I think a lot of times people just add, like, there's no clarity, like people don't have access to clarity and truth because the people who bring them the stories don't spend time trying to dig and find the truth and do the research and do the work that goes into holding commentary that informs people. I don't know. just I don't want to say that people aren't qualified, because I don't feel like you have to like go to school or anything like that. But I think that spending time knowing, understanding the power you have in having a platform and appreciating it, and spending some time to do your work so that you can stand before people and give people knowledgeable, well-read, well thought out information, instead of just shoving opinion and rhetoric down their throats. It's like, we really don't need that right now. And the people have to know that they deserve better. You know, that this isn't, I'm knocking my stuff over. Like, this isn't the standard. You deserve better. If you are going to put your time into listening to folks that claim to be something, then you should demand for them to actually do work. Don't just grab a newspaper and read the story. Be involved. You have to be involved and engaged in your community. You have to be involved and engaged at what's going on. You know, you have to read and know history. Like, you have to actually know stuff. Right? I don't know. It aggravates me. And so I was listening to commentary and talk about Nick Cannon today. And it was just like, was he right or wrong? Was he right or wrong? No one cares if he was right or wrong. Who cares? The bottom line is that the man had a point of view. The man had a perspective. He had a thought. You know, he was thinking. He was listening to leaders of different backgrounds, gathering information for himself, holding dialogue about it. And that got him fired. You know, that got him fired. And not only that, from two standpoints, because I feel like it's two topics that need to be discussed within the guidelines of this particular interview that he had. And I'm not mentioning no names, and I'm not, you know, there's so much stuff out there about this that you can Google it and find it for yourself. But within the parameters of that interview, you know, you have the conversation about him being anti-Semitic, and you have the conversation about him speaking ill about white people being savages. So you kind of have to attack that from both sides, because it's a deep conversation. You know, you're talking about diving into religion and breaking that down. You're talking about diving into the Constitution and breaking that down. And so I guess because people cannot get into the real meat of the conversation, they get into this opinion talk. Well, was he right or wrong? Was he right or wrong? It doesn't matter if he was right or wrong. It doesn't matter. So why is that our conversation? That's our problem. You know, we don't want to actually, like, we want everybody to be, we want to put people in a box. You know, and we want to live in this box without having, we are all complex people. We are all layered. There's no right or wrong. You know, it's people who are at different levels of understanding. You know, people have different spiritual walks in life. People have different ethnic backgrounds and, you know, nationalities. And here in America, we all mixed with all kinds of stuff. So it's just like, stop putting people in the box. There ain't no right and wrong. We have a complex experience. All of us, all nationalities, all walks of life. We have complex experiences. So is his perspective wrong? No. Whatever his perspective is, that's his perspective based off how he experienced it. Is it right? Ain't no right. It's his experience. It's based off of how he experienced it and how he interprets what he feels is the truth. You can't talk about that without being considered hateful or anti-Semitic. I'm confused. You know, you can't question things that come layered in facts. Like, okay, this happened, this was said, and the evidence of that is this. So if I have this and I have that, and then it's backed up with evidence, then it's a possibility the person may see it as the truth, and then the next person come along and say, well, your evidence is skewed because of this or whatever, or how you interpret. You know, it's just like, come on, let people be who they are and interpret things and have the conversation. Why can't we have that? Y'all, I mean, people have to just, you know, read more, educate themselves. I don't know. But I would like in this time to hear more from Bible scholars and, you know, people who can have these conversations about what is said in the Torah and what's said in the Bible and what's said in the Quran when it comes to, you know, the whole conversation about darker complected people being inferior or whatever that's mentioned in Genesis. I'm not gonna get into it. I have to pull out my Bible study notes. I'm not gonna get into it, but it'd be nice to hear, you know, those conversations right now on a larger platform. Not from a place of putting the Bible down people's throat, but I do believe that it's a good conversation because that's where a lot of this anti-Semitic stuff stems from. And so we just have to bring clarity to what's said in the text that people use as their foundation of their beliefs. You know, so clear it up, talk about it. But anyway, I hope that he recovers because I think he means well. I hope he recovers. I hope that at some point we as a people can begin to have dialogue from a place of you know, wisdom sometimes, and be open to people having different opinions and experiences. Get out of your comfort zone. Everybody didn't experience what you experienced. Everybody don't believe what you believe. That's my second time doing it. We gotta learn how to let that go. Let people be. They don't look good. You know? What y'all think? Don't y'all think so? I mean, the best way to be is free. Why would you want to deny somebody of that, their freedoms? Unless what they're saying is true. You know? Unless what they're saying is true. My glasses be falling. I be feeling like a little old lady. These ain't my regular glasses. These my my old glasses. I'm feeling like a little old lady. Anyway, let that man speak his truth so he can learn. Speak your truth so you can learn. Don't let nobody silence you. You know, that's how you learn, even if you're wrong. If you're not right, if it's not true, if you discover another fact that could bring you closer to the truth, talk about it. Hey, that was delicious. I need more. But anyway, I've vented, didn't I? I'm sorry for my venting. I'm sorry. But until next time I think I'm going to be doing either, I can't wait. I think I know, but I ain't going to say. But until next time,